So if you're someone who's getting the annoying iPhone is storage full notification on your phone, whatever it is, this video is for you. A friend of mine had the exact same issue, and surprisingly, not many people know that there is an easy fix. A lot of people fall into the trap of thinking that they need to buy a larger storage iPhone to fix this issue, and 90% of the time that is not the case. It's usually pictures and videos that are taking up all of that storage on their phone. I have 15,000 photos and videos that take up 270 gigabytes of storage on my phone. Yet my phone is only a 128 gigabyte model. So you may be wondering, how does that work? Well, iCloud Plus is the solution. Whenever I buy a new iPhone, I always go for the base storage option. I just don't need the larger storage options because of iCloud Plus. By the way, if you're interested in this wallpaper, I'll leave it linked down in the description below. So how does iCloud Plus work? So everyone by default gets 5 gigabytes of storage for free. Now 5 gigabytes of storage, that really isn't much. You're going to fill that up very, very quickly. But to upgrade it, I think it's actually fairly reasonably priced. So we get 50 gigabytes for 99 cents a month, 200 gigabytes for $2.99 a month, and 2 terabytes for $9.99 a month. Now I do wish there was a 1 terabyte option between the 200 gig and the 2 terabytes. I think it could be like $5 or $6 a month, but it is what it is. Hopefully Apple maybe add it in the future. I'd recommend starting on the smallest plan and then upgrading as you fill it up. So to upgrade your iCloud storage, you go to settings and then you go to the iCloud tab that you have at the top, and then you hit iCloud, and then you go to manage account storage, and then you'll see an option either saying buy more storage or change storage plan. From there, you can choose whatever plan suits you. Once you've done that, you want to go back to settings again. You want to hit the iCloud button at the top again, iCloud, and then tap photos, and make sure sync this iPhone is turned on. And then the most crucial part is making sure that you tick the optimize iPhone storage option. So this is where Apple does an awesome job of saving storage on your iPhone. So what it's doing is that it's keeping low resolution copies of your photos on your iPhone and then uploading the high resolution versions to the cloud, to iCloud Plus. A lot of people have this misconception of that they have to delete the photos and videos on their iPhone, and that is not the case. With the software that Apple has in place, you don't have to delete anything. It will just automatically figure out what you need. So when you do tap on a photo that maybe you haven't looked at in a while, or a video that you haven't looked at in a while, like I said, it will keep a sort of low res option on your phone, and when you're connected to the internet and you tap on that photo or video, it will then download it for you at that very moment. You can watch it back, look at it, whatever, send it to whoever you like, and then later on, I don't know how long it is, maybe a few days or maybe a week or so, it then gets rid of it again, saving the storage on your iPhone. So when I look at the storage on my iPhone, I can see that I've got the 128 gigabyte model. I've used up nearly 105 gigabytes of storage. But you can see the Photos app is only taking up 4 gigabytes of storage, even though I have 15,000 photos and videos. When I go to iCloud, I can see that I have 2 terabytes of storage and I've used up nearly 300 gigabytes of space. And when I go to manage account storage, I can see that Photos is taking up currently 272 gigabytes of storage. And it's all just sitting there in the cloud. It's not actually sitting on my device. So yeah, a great way to save storage space on your iPhone. The other huge benefit of iCloud Plus, of course, is that because all of your high-res versions of your photos and videos are up in the cloud, now you don't have to worry about if your phone gets damaged, if it gets lost, or worst case scenario, it gets stolen. All of your photos and videos, all of those important memories that you have are stored in iCloud Plus. You don't have to worry about it. Once you get a new iPhone or an iPad or a MacBook or whatever it might be, you can just download them on there and look at them on there. You can also view your photos and videos on iCloud.com. And if you have an iPad or a MacBook or anything like that, you can view all of your photos and videos in the Photos app on those as well. So that's the great thing about iCloud Plus. It just syncs everything everywhere. So you can access all of your photos and videos, all of those memories anywhere and everywhere. When I think about the benefits and the cost of it, I'm paying $10 a month for the 2 terabyte option. I just think for me, it's so worth it. That $10 just gives me that security that if I do ever lose my phone, if I break it or whatever, it gets stolen, knowing that I have copies of all of those important memories, it's just, I feel like they're priceless to me. I would pay actually more than that for those memories, just because I know how important it is to me. iCloud Plus also has some other cool features included with it. Hide my email, so if you've ever wanted to sign up for something and you don't want to give your actual email address, you can basically make a proxy email address. Everything will go to that email and then it will be redirected to your inbox. And then if that email starts getting lots of spam, you can just delete it and you get rid of the spam completely. The other benefit is that you can actually share the storage with family members. So One person can just pay the $10 and then you can share that 2 terabytes of storage with anyone else in your family. So yeah, great way to save some money so that each person then doesn't have to get their own iCloud storage plan. Check out this other video I did, the correct settings for amazing photos with your iPhone. One of my most popular videos on the channel. You guys seem to love it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.